second. Let me put this on. Microphone. There it goes. Okay. Okay, so I'm about to take my hair out. I had it braided for Christmas. Now jump in the shower, take it out or whatever. Last day of everything. Um, a few things are filtering in. You saw that I returned that shirt or whatever. But when I got this before Christmas, whatever, I was like, I forgot I got it. Honestly, I don't know if it was like really like a Christmas like gift or whatever. I was just this season, like, you get things that you would just never get. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like I would never get this, but it just kind of fits into my Iron Man outfit. I also got a few more things for my Iron Man outfit, like this right here. I got two of the same one, just in case one didn't fit me. I got the other, so I got a medium that could fit my top, but then I got like the small that fits my stomach or whatever, and so it just wouldn't like drape down or whatever. Get the um the V cut or whatever, the X frame, but the small does fit. Go figure. And so I don't need to use two of them. So, but it's not really a Christmas present, but just one little more thing, I mean, and it's like, um, what's that movie? Infinity War, 2018. It's like nothing with fucking Omicron and COVID. It was like Marvel had like paused. You know what I mean? So them catching up between the blip would be like nothing. You know what I mean? They got all these stories like a blip, and so it's just like no one really gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But what was I gonna say? Nah. Anyways, but I got this right. So I was surprised at the quality. It's a little Iron Man. Um, I made it. It's a really good leather or leather. No, it's pleather. Okay, but it's a really good pleather. So they got the official Marvel. I don't know if it's Marvel because it's like outright you know, from China and everything. So it's good kind of stitching or whatever. But I thought it was a little bit bigger, butt pack, whatever. But I could, instead of like the outfit I got, I always, all these like cosplay things never have pockets, whatever. So putting like my camera is like this big. So I don't think I could do, but I could, my phone and stuff like that, I'll be alright. So I'm like really good at the quality. And then I got a bracelet. It says "Love You to 3000" whatever. So I mean, I don't know. Probably build that up for like one or more two things, and then I'm good for like 2 3 years. But that was the only thing I'm wearing or whatever. I'm not really trying to get another cosplay. It's just super casual, and things. People have all these extravagant shit, and it's like falls apart, and it's like scotch taped and zip tied and safety pinned and prayed on. You know what I'm talking about? And take a little steps. I'll probably just walk around. Just be cool, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like that's how it is. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. So glad this came in. And I was just thinking, I wanted to make sure that, everything that I got, like material wise, came in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that Oasis or whatever, right? So I'm not Oasis. Kindle. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Kindle, you know what I'm talking about? So I have that at the beach, and so I have everything else that I had at the beach. I got the beach towels and everything else like that. And I have something to read, and I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? Go in, do my little cardio, read a bit something in the morning, um, go back in, usually, you know what I'm talking about. Um, have my water, come back and, start the day and do what I got to do. jump on the computer, take my broker's classes, take my MBA classes, um, go to gym at night. So, but I don't know. I gradually gotta wait till my leg and everything. Um, then after that, you know what I'm saying. So, and that would just transition to working also. So, I would just be like this natural. It's like this natural thing or whatever. So I'm good. But today's the last day. My Christmas tree is fully up. So I'm just sort of getting ready to pack everything, and then over this week I'm just slowly disassembling it, and yeah, I'll probably leave it up for just a little bit in a week, whatever, and then because the last bit of it's gonna be a bitch, man, because I gotta go in there and rip out all the fucking garland and everything, but it'll be a little bit easier. But I know next year, right around October-ish, I'm gonna start once my October decorations up, get the Christmas tree, strip it down, and start winding it with some of my shit that I need to do, like the interior with branches and the garland and lights and everything. And I just gradually go about it, see it. Okay, I'll do this. Got this, do that. And also, I returned that little carousel. I think it was this monster. I thought it was this nice little intricate thing. That carousel that goes around with the horses and shit. So what I did was actually get a nice nativity scene. Kurt Adler or whatever, right? That artistic company, whatever. So it's a nice little high quality one. I had a little dollar one or whatever, so I just put that right there against the base of the tree, whatever. And what I wanted to do actually, I always want to have one Christmas project every Christmas. You know what I mean? I wanted to write like a little tutorial of like how to do Christmas villages for like adoptees and wards of the state and foster kids, whatever, or even like Germans that grew up in another family that are German. We don't know about the Christmas village and everything underneath the tree. It's like a very German-esque thing. I mean, it's American. I mean, it's very German. It's one of those things that you don't really think about. It's like, oh, don't. But it's just all these little intricacies that you don't really get taught and you don't know about. I was like, well, I'll write a little something. There's something, because that way about it and no one really teaches you about it. I'm talking about this simple stuff like that, for adoptees and that you have a little bit of Christmas because it's just like you have a little bit of feel for it every year. It keeps you sane and everything. Like I guess just to start it off, and I'll do it right now, real quick. Simple. Talking about when you have it, less is more. You want to do one usually a year or whatever. You want to go with high quality than lower quality. I'm talking about. You want to make sure it'll stand the test of time. You know what I mean? And so it's just these little things like that. I'm talking about. It's just like, and no one really teaches you. These said, okay, well, you want this, crazy extravagant. Just get one thing, boom, make it nice, make it really, you know, um, what do you call it? Detailed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then you just build on from there. And you don't have all this other crazy shit or whatever. I'm talking about. Like you go to some people's houses, it's like, what the fuck is all that shit? And just boom, 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 and then every year, 10 years, you get 10 things. I'm talking about, and because you got to pack all that shit up or whatever. So I mean, that's what I was, this something, something like simple like that. What I mean, just little things that people don't really go into or whatever. But I was just like, I'm good. I'll probably because I'll start writing it, and then I'll start writing it, and then I'll revision it, and then I'll be like 10 pages and shit. So I was just like, well, why don't you just do that? And honestly, I just think this whole everything is just a facade, anyways. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and we all want to keep ourselves mentally strong, and we do these little things that maybe it's a little bit OCD to comfort ourselves, whatever, or think a certain way and feel about other people a certain way to make ourselves feel better than or whatever. It's just all bullshit chemicals in our brain that we can control ourselves to feel good or not. You know what I mean? And once you get a hold of that, there's nothing that could bring you down or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's really what Christmas is. You do these little things to trigger that goodness and that giving, and hopefully one day we could bring American culture out here and Christmas culture out here, the spirit of Christmas and spirit of giving. It took a while to even get Black Friday out here, so that's why. Like once I get my real estate license, I want to bring in people from the Northeast here, and bring in that flavor, that vibe, or any city really that's truly multicultural. Because out here, it's just like, oh, we're living in a melting pot. I was like, no, you don't live in a melting pot. So you tell yourself that, so you feel like you're multicultural and you don't have to change. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. You always have to be adjusted and adapted to different people. That's the key, what I'm talking about. That is a multicultural society. And so, obviously, and people are like, right now, it's just like, they already know it's right around the corner and they're like very apprehensive, outright afraid about what I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, I'm not making no secret. It's like, you need to understand there's a bigger world out here and you can't perpetrate. Like, if you saying you're that doesn't make you that. You know what I mean? And plus, I'm telling you, now they have someone native saying it. Like, I want to grow, the homesteads and the Native American land or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The Hawaiian land. And just to hear that is very unsettling to them because they don't know how to react and deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, that's supposed to be us. I'm talking about white people ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Black people was like, we got, what I'm saying? It's just like they're very anti-black out here. It's very anti-white. So it's just very, the Asians or whatever. So it's just, they want to take a story over what it is to be Polynesian, or, what I'm talking about, and what is left for Polynesians, what I'm talking about, and then mixing or whatever, really, what I'm saying, they obscure it and corrupt it, I'm talking about, and take advantage of it. And so now you got someone that doesn't have any Asian and is native or whatever, and it's like, no, take all that, give it to native Polynesians, and it's really unsettling to them. So, I mean, but I'm talking about. So I understand it, but I don't give a shit about them. I don't need them. You know what I mean? I'll have my paycheck every month from the Marine Corps. And, I'm talking about, because that's another thing. It's like, here's a guy we can't really attack and be like, oh, well, he's outsider. No, I love my country more than you did. That's why I joined the military. I'm talking about. So you kissed my ass for all that shit. I'm talking about. So I don't even want to hear it. So I want to maintain Native culture and make it prosper and bring American culture out here so you all kiss my ass. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying real shit. I'm just being real, man. I'm not saying it has to be all this or that, whatever. I mean, it's cool, Irish, Italian, Latino, black, everybody. You know what I'm talking about? It just can't be one and be like, oh, this is what it is and this is what it has to be. No, that's not how it is, man. I'm talking about, there's a larger world out there, and you need to, embrace it. I'm talking about, instead of being like, oh, we're already, I'm saying, nah, we already live in multicultural. No, you don't. You know what I'm talking about? And the people that you are connecting yourselves with are really, I'm saying, they don't care about America. They don't much. But anyways, I'm out. Last day of Christmas. I don't want to get all political. Not I'm not gonna push it upon anybody else's. This is my personal feeling, and that's where it ends. I'm talking about. But let me go do that. Take out my hair, and I'm good. And I'm gonna get my Kindle. That was my point. Have everything I needed for this Christmas, and I'm good. Peace.